here it is. This is the new feature, and it's just in beta right now. It's not. You can go to this link right now if you. It's a live link, but no one can get to it yet. So it would only if they have the actual link can they see this. But this is basically kind of like a Spotify inspired playlist interface.
Okay.
So we can automatically create playlists for each category. That's a cinch.
Right.
You have a ton of categories. So we were anticipating that you're probably not going to want to display all of these
Right.
on this page, but just to set the stage a little bit more, this is a page that will live on the site, and we can have new advertisers up here, and we would have your logo and everything,
Yep.
like the normal header there. But under that, it's like, I don't know if you use Spotify, but he literally copied the interface. So that you've got playlists, and what we're kind of thinking is eventually we'll want to make these customizable. So, you can choose certain topics that you want to follow, or, create your own playlist somehow. But initially it'll be recommendations based on the category. This section here, and I do want to look at the mobile, just again, keeping mobile first in mind. You're going to swipe left to right here, and you can just listen to the latest audio articles.
And so it's just audio articles that have already been generated?
Yeah, exactly. This is kind of like an audio homepage.
Okay.
It's almost just like a page just for audio content. And then we're going to create these collections. Again, probably have more customizable options here, but this week's audio articles, this month's, and it would be the most popular over
Can you also do it by download? Say the top audio articles by download. So you're down to 0, whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. Then it would pretty much be an endless list, but the things at the very top would be the most popular.
Right.
But you could just keep going with that and still get stuff that's all very popular if it's at the top of the list. But it's all about the time frame, really, when you're talking about that. Like, is it the most popular today? Because those are going to be very different than the most popular last year. But so, and then check this out. When I actually click on an article, it's going to pull up a playlist, and the thing with this is it's very playlist centric. So you think about how YouTube is basically one endless playlist. When you think about it, if you click one video, they're going to recommend another one, and it's just going to keep playing without any input. That's the idea here. So I chose this story from the mayor, and then it's actually using, I believe, so this is already using the related stories to create the playlist. Okay. So if I click on a single story, then the playlist is created around that story. I could also click on a category, and then this would be just, chronological. Well, doesn't look like there's many in that category. So we'll have to definitely tweak which categories to include.
I get it. I like it.
Yeah. Right. I thought you would. So this is just the beginning. So, you'll be the first to have this to play with. Again, you can go to this link. I got to find the chat here for us. I'll just shoot it to you in an email so you have it for later. But any thoughts on, how a user might want to create their playlists, just the interface. Oh, here's another cool thing. Look at this. So right now I have this top story in the article selected. I can hit article, and it brings up the text within this.
Okay.
So then it kind of creates this hybrid audio and text interface. But, the plan is to eventually bring this all over to the app too. So that's not working yet, but eventually we'll be able to create a category on the app for this, we got to get that going. And that, we've rebuilt the player on the article level. So, think about this. We can do more things with ads. Like, we can set rules to say any playlist that's created, automatically insert an audio ad in the second and fourth position. So then they would be inserted between the articles instead of at the beginning of every story. And it might just give you more options
right.
for advertising.
Are you referring to our programmatic advertising placement?
Well, not the programmatic. Actually, we can't get that working with the audio.
Okay.
So this would just be like how the way you have.
The story is brought to you by Prescott Valley's newest print voice.
So you have the house ad for the print edition for your magazine. Instead of having that as a pre-roll at the beginning of every episode, we could make it like its own episode that's inserted into the playlist.
Okay.
Does that make sense? So you can make it longer, and you can have more variation. You can have like 5 different advertisers sponsoring audio articles, and then their ads would be sprinkled between each playlist.
Okay.
So
that's good.
Yeah. So take a look at that. You got the link now. We've got it already on our development board to create an option for you to pick and choose which categories. So that's coming. But if you want to think about which categories you do want to include, like most popular, or, is there a certain subset that's just, I don't know. Like, I feel like from a user experience, we probably don't want it going on like 2 scrolls like that, maybe like have like 10 categories here or something, but that's totally up to you. It can be as long as you want.
The podcast page, I appreciate it. Audible.
The playlist.
I think simplifying that, making pictures bigger.
Okay.
I like big pictures.
So like you think in like a half screen would be the picture, and then have
probably, yeah.
That'd be cool.
Maybe, maybe not in the category playlist, but once you get to that actual playlist.
Okay. Right. When you're on the playlist page, like have a bigger.
It looks a little choppy to me.
Okay.
I'd almost go with a full width image and,
gotcha.
And the title header under that image.
Right.
People respond to imagery.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if we went that big, it wouldn't fit a lot of articles on the playlist, but it doesn't really matter because you can scroll.
I'd prefer to scroll.
Yeah.
Look at this. My eyes get tired. I get tired.
Right.
I want to read it. If we pick our images right, the images will engage people to listen.
Yeah, totally. What do you think about this? What if I know you might not use this, but to have 3 different options, maybe a quarter size, half size screen, full size. And then, I don't know, I'm almost thinking like maybe options to go between the 2. So you have like one that's a full size image. The second one is 2 half.
Is something you're offering to the publisher or to the user?
To the publisher initially.
You can set me at full size.
Yeah. Okay. So you don't have any interest in the mixing and matching. All right. Yeah. I think then we've already got this option in place. The second option would be full size. And then I kind of think some publishers would like half size. So to have just those as like configuration options might be helpful. What I couldn't quite pick up on this image needs to be fixed, obviously.
Yeah.
But what was your thought on reading the article from here?
I like the option. I like options for users, period. And once they get to play with them a little bit,
right.
I think some people probably like to listen along while they read. I occasionally do that, but usually I just read or listen.
Yeah.
But I do like the opportunity to have the option.
Cool. Okay. Good to know. So then a lot of it is just going to be about education and
people fiddle with stuff and they figure it out.
A lot of people do. You're right. That's true. And those end up being the really good users.
Yep.
Cool, man. All right. Well, check that out. I'm sure that you'll have feedback, so we'll stand by on that. But I'll take that full image change back to James. We'll see if we can get that.
He does a great job, by the way.
Yeah, I know. He's amazing.
You better clone him.
Yeah, we need it. There's certain people. James. We need a lot more in this world.
James needs to go on a vacation every now and then. You need another one to back him up.
Yeah, we're working on it. Yeah, we're actually looking.
I know. People
like
capital.
Him. Yeah.
Capital is a nightmare.
Right. So. Totally, man. Yeah, it's a work in progress, but Yeah. All right. Sounds good. Since hopefully he'll be able to knock something like that off pretty quick here, since he's kind of just finished this up. It's still pretty flexible.